If Satan are the man we create all the wrong, alright then. Why them a blame it pan the human? Alright then. I'm a revolutionist, revolutionary. I'm a revolutionist, no do nothing and sorry. Alright then. I'm a revolutionist, revolutionary. I'm a revolutionist, revolutionary. Alright then. Tell I why God can't kill Satan. Alright then. If Satan are the man where I do all the wrong. Alright then. Every little thing them blame it on the youth man. Alright then. Every little thing they blame it on the human. I'm a revolutionist, revolutionary. I'm a revolutionist, no do nothing and sorry. Alright then. No, them not gon' mix we up in a them fury. Alright then. Or present I forward amongst them jury. Alright then. Mr. Preacher man, you know something, it no click. It no click. 2 and 2, 2 and 2, and you know it no fit. I'm a revolutionist, revolutionary. Alright then, I'm a revolutionist, revolutionary. Alright then. No, them cannot mix we up in a them fury. In a them fury. Then little more them brought you before them jury. Alright then. Them can't mix nor blend nor curry and stew. Alright then. I make them know say the Emperor Selassie I rule. Alright then. I'm a revolutionist, revolutionary. Alright then. I'm a revolutionist, now do nothing and sorry. Alright then. Mini, 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 my mo, my mo. The people of the world, all of them a cry whoa, cry whoa. I'm a revolutionist, revolutionary. I'm a revolutionist, now do nothing and sorry. Alright then.
Alright then. Giving all praises, glory, and honor to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rakah, Kodash. Double honor to the apostles, elders, and bishops of GMS. Salutations to my fellow laborers, and shalom to the saints. So the question is asked, why God can't kill Satan? And this is a question that people have asked for quite some time. And it points to a big failure of the so-called Christianity churches in teaching who the Most High is. They have taught fables around the identity of the Most High instead of teaching the facts that the Bible provides. Okay? What you're going to come to find out is that Satan is a humble servant of the Most High. And he is more obedient to the Heavenly Father than mankind. And he is more obedient to the Heavenly Father than mankind. We're going to prove it like we always do, precept upon precept. Like it tells us to do in 1 Thessalonians 5:21, which says to prove all things. Isaiah 28 from verse 9 on down tells us precept must be upon precept. So we're going to show you why the Most High just doesn't kill Satan. Okay? And this is a real easy topic So it shouldn't take too long, Yahawah willing. Hebrews 12:9 refers to the Heavenly Father as the Father of spirits. If we are to believe what the Christianity Church teaches, all the spirits that the Heavenly Father created at the time He created them were good, and none were evil. But that is false. This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, the 39th chapter, 28th verse. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. Check that out. So the Most High created good spirits as well as evil spirits. He created good men as well as evil men. This is Sirach 33 now. I'm going to start from verse 10. It says, "And all men are from the ground, and Adam was created of earth. In much knowledge the Most High hath divided them, and made their ways diverse. Some of them hath he blessed and exalted, and some of them he sanctified, and set near himself. But some of them hath he cursed, and brought low, and turned out of their places. As the clay is in the potter's hand, to fashion it at his pleasure, so man is in the hand of him that made him, to render to them as liketh him best. Good is set against evil, and life against death. So is the godly against the sinner, and the sinner against the godly. So look upon all the works of the Most High, and there are two and two, one against the other." You see that? So the Heavenly Father created good and evil. Let's get that one. This is Isaiah 45:7. It says, "I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Most High, do all these things." So the Christianity Church has failed to teach the people the truth about the Most High. Instead, they have created this fictional character who's all loving and accepts everything and anything and everyone and everybody. Right? He has no standards. He has no wrath. He's just a benevolent big teddy bear. You check it out? That's what Christianity has created in the minds of the people. In their simple minds, the creator of heaven and earth is just supposed to be a provider and a protector who has no standards and just accepts anything. Kind of like what they want to turn men into. You see the correlation? That's why this reggae artist here is asking the question, why doesn't God just kill Satan? It's because he was never taught the truth of the Bible, or else he wouldn't need to ask that. Satan is a vital tool in this whole equation, alright? And he's doing what he was created to do. Just like the so-called white man is doing what he was created to do. As the wicked. Psalm 17:13 tells you that the wicked is the sword of the Heavenly Father. Malachi, the 1st chapter, tells you who the wicked is. Esau, Edom. So everything has a purpose, man. The pig is perfect in its design to clean the earth. The lobsters and the crabs and the shrimp and the crayfish are perfect in their design to clean the bottom of the oceans. You understand? The Most High created everything, including Satan, including evil, including death. All of these are tools of the Heavenly Father. This is Revelation 4:11. It says, "Thou art worthy, O Yahawah, to receive glory and honor and power, for thou hast created all things. And for thy pleasure they are and were created." Check that out. It didn't say some things, it said all things. And when it says they were created for his pleasure, that just means that they were created to do what he designed them to do. Nothing more, nothing less. This is Amos, the 3rd chapter from the top. It says, "Hear this word that Yahawah, Bahasham Yahawashi, hath spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, You only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities. You check that out? Now let's get Daniel, the 9th chapter. Because we just established that the Heavenly Father is only ever dealing directly with the Israelites, not the other nations. This is Daniel chapter 9, starting from the 9th verse. Maybe start from the 7th verse. It says, O Yahawah, righteousness belongeth unto thee, but unto us confusion of faces, as at this day, to the men of Judah and to the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and unto all Israel that are near and that are far off, through the countries whither thou hast driven them, because of their trespass that they have trespassed against thee. O Yahawah, to us belongeth confusion of face, to our kings, to our princes, and to our fathers, because we have sinned against thee. To Yahawah our power belong mercies and forgivenesses, though we have rebelled against him. Neither have we obeyed the voice of the Most High our power to walk in his laws, which he set before us by his servants the prophets. Yea, all Israel have transgressed thy law, even by departing, that they might not obey thy voice. Therefore the curse is poured upon us, and the oath that is written in the law of Moses, the servant of the Most High, because we have sinned against him. And he hath confirmed his words which he spake against us, and against our judges that judged us, by bringing upon us a great evil. For under the whole heaven hath not been done as hath been done upon Jerusalem. So you see, the Heavenly Father was dealing with the Israelites directly, and gave us his laws and commandments, and told us what we needed to do and how we needed to do it. And we signed off on it, and said, yeah, we're going to do that. And we did not do that. But the other nations, they were created to be wicked. And that's what they've done. Satan was created to be evil. And that's what he's done. But he's obedient in the evil that he does, because he's the humble servant of the Most High. So that's why the Most High is not killing him, because he's obedient. He's serving his rightful purpose at the time being. Now this is Job, the 2nd chapter, to prove that. Starting from the top. Maybe start from chapter 1. Verse 6 on down. It says, Now there was a day when the sons of the Most High came to present themselves before the Most High, and Satan came also among them. And the Most High said unto Satan, Whence comest thou? Then Satan answered the Most High and said, From going to and fro in the earth, and from walking up and down in it. And the Most High said unto Satan, Hast thou considered my servant Job, that there is none like him in the earth, a perfect and upright man, one that feareth the Most High, and escheweth evil? Then Satan answered the Most High and said, Doth Job fear the Most High for naught? And it goes on to say, Hast not thou made an hedge about him, and about his house, and about all that he hath on every side? Thou hast blessed the work of his hands, and his substance is increased in the land. But put forth now thine hand, and touch all that he hath, and he will curse thee to thy face. And the Most High said unto Satan, Behold, all that he hath is in thy power, only upon himself put not forth thine hand. So Satan went forth from the presence of the Most High. And it goes on, you can read the account for yourself in Job, the 1st chapter. How Satan obeyed the Most High and went and put forth his hand against Job and his sons and his daughters and, his possessions. Now, before we go on, there's a few things that we can glean from these passages, alright? Number one, why is Satan coming to a meeting in the presence of the Most High and his sons? Why wouldn't the Most High just grab him and chain him and throw him in prison at least? It's because Satan is a humble servant of the Heavenly Father. That's why. Number two, why is Satan advising the Most High and saying, well, Job is only serving you because you're blessing him and not cursing him? It's because Satan is a humble servant of the Most High. And Satan knows men or us more than we know ourselves, because most of us have this idea that the Heavenly Father is only supposed to be blessing us. And the minute we have to go through any kind of tragedy or turmoil or setback or disappointment, we're ready to curse him. You see that? That's a part of this story that is missed in your Christian theology, man. The identity and character of the Most High and his relationship to who they call Satan. You check it out. And then when you read the second chapter from the top, it tells you that Satan did the same thing, presenting himself among the sons of the Most High a second time. And the Most High gave him permission to give Job diseases and boils. And that's what Satan did. Satan was obedient, unlike the 2/3 reprobate Israelites, man. So that's why the Most High isn't killing Satan, because Satan is the tool of the Heavenly Father and an obedient servant to him. Alright? That's why the Most High is the Almighty. He could not be the Almighty if he had a rival. Now let's identify some of the responsibilities of this servant that we call Satan. This is Amos 9:9. It says, "For lo, I will command, and I will sift the house of Israel among all nations, like corn is sifted in a sieve, yet shall not the least grain fall upon earth." Now this is 1 Peter 1:7. It says that the trial of your faith, being much more precious than of gold that perisheth, though it be tried with fire, might be found unto praise and honor and glory at the appearing of Yahawashi HaMashiach, the Anointed. So the Most High said he's going to sift the house of Israel and that our faith will be tried. But this is Luke 22 verse 31 now. It says, "And the Master said, Simon, Simon, behold, Satan hath desired to have you, that he may sift you as wheat." Check that out. So Satan is instrumental in assisting the Most High in sifting us through persecution, through trials, through temptations. Alright? Because the Most High is perfecting his saints and weeding out undesirables. When you read Psalms, the 78th chapter, the 49th verse, you also come to find out that the Most High uses these evil angels to administer his anger and wrath, indignation and trouble. It says he cast upon them the fierceness of his anger, wrath and indignation and trouble by sending evil angels among them. You check that out? So that's part of the responsibilities of Satan as the leader of these evil angels too. Okay? The Most High controls both ends of the spectrum. Alright? He's left nothing to chance. Now let's figure out more about his sifting responsibilities. Speaking about Satan. But before we do that, let's get this one in Ephesians. This is Ephesians, the 4th chapter now. From verse 11 it says, "And he gave some apostles, and some prophets, and some evangelists, and some pastors and teachers, for the perfecting of the saints, for the work of the ministry, for the edifying of the body of the anointed." So on the right hand side, he has his workers edifying the saints, you know, so that they might know what is required of them and strive to be obedient. But on the left hand side, he has Satan and his angels perfecting the saints through persecution. This is James, the 1st chapter. I'm going to start from verse 2. Matter of fact, I'm going to start from the top. It says, "James, a servant of the Most High and of the Master Yahawashi HaMashiach, to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad, greeting. My brethren, count it all joy when ye fall into diverse temptations, knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience. But let patience have her perfect work, that ye may be perfect and entire, wanting nothing. You check that out? So we are in these chains of darkness, these physical bodies, these earthly houses, okay, these tabernacles of flesh, and we are subject to time and space. We are subject to emotions. We are subject to sickness and death, all kinds of challenges and pain. And so our spirits inhabit these bodies. Our souls inhabit these bodies. And as a result of going through these trials and temptations, orchestrated by the Most High through Satan, we develop our character. And character development is an idea that is thrown around, but what does it actually mean? Character development results in affecting the way you respond to adversity. Okay? Like maybe once upon a time when somebody told you something that was offensive, you immediately responded with some other kind of insult towards them. But as a result of your character being developed and refined, when someone hurled an insult at you, you just looked at them. You know, the same way that you look at maybe a puppy, you know, that's doing something mischievous, you know. Or maybe someone did you some kind of other wrong, like, you know, cast out your name and told lies about you to defame you, right? And you might typically try to defend yourself and try to go to everyone and try to explain yourself to them, you know, to try and regain your status. But as a result of your character being developed, you don't even worry about it, man. You don't even respond to it. You just ignore it completely and just continue as if nothing ever happened, allowing people to fall where they may, you know. Character development involves refining your spirit and controlling your thoughts and your actions deliberately, and not allowing your emotions and your feelings to dictate how you live your life, all right? Luke 12:48 says that unto whomsoever much is given, of him shall much be required. And like we read earlier in Amos, the 3rd chapter, the Israelites were given special instructions from the Most High himself. So we have much more that is required of us. But not only that, because we are going to inherit this earth and be the future rulers of it, we have to develop our character. We have to be put through all these different evil things so that we can know how it feels, so that we can have a different perspective on good as well as evil based on how it is administered personally, so that when we have to officiate and rule these nations in righteousness, we will be better equipped to do so. That's where Satan comes in. You check it out. Romans 8:28 on down tells us that all things work together for good to them that love the Most High and are called to his purpose. Speaking about the elect, okay? So all these wicked things that we have to endure are going to work out for our good, but we're not going to fully understand that until, you know, we are redeemed from this planet and given life eternal, and then we can look back and say, now I get it. But through faith, we believe these things without seeing them. All right? That's where the difference comes in. Not trying to question the Most High. His ways are higher than our ways. Isaiah 55:8. Okay, who are we to question the Most High? Nobody. Romans the 9th chapter. Okay? So that's why God can't kill Satan, so you understand. Satan is necessary for our character development. Dare I say we give thanks for Satan? Let me get this one real quick. This is Proverbs 16:7. It says, when a man's ways please the Most High, he maketh even his enemies to be at peace with him. Now this is the 9th verse. It says, a man's heart deviseth his way, but the Most High directeth his steps. So, even if you want to consider Satan your enemy, or more specifically the Edomites who are being animated by Satan as the wicked, right? Those evil spirits that they are our enemies, right? But the Most High is directing their steps on the left-hand side for evil. So as long as we are obedient to the Heavenly Father and our ways are pleasing to Him, then there's not much they can do. And whatever they can do is what the Most High allows them to do. And that being the case is for our own good. Romans 8:28 on down. So why are we worrying about anything, man? Just seek the Most High and do what He says to the best of your ability. Ecclesiastes 12:13. That's your whole duty. You check it out? But what is not your duty is to question the Most High about why He does this or why He does the next thing. That's where you're going to fail. Alright? Trust in the Most High with all your heart and lean not to your own understanding. But in all your ways acknowledge Him, and He shall direct thy path. Proverbs 3:5. So getting back to Satan's purpose, or one of Satan's purposes of the purification of the saints through temptation and persecution, you understand, you have to remember that the 12 tribes of Israel, starting with the elect, the first fruits, the grape of the cluster, the remnant, right, are going to be the world's future rulers, the world's future judges. And we are to perform our duties in 100% righteousness. Just consider these so-called courts and justice and legal systems today, rife with corruption and greed and just wickedness. When Yahawashi takes the throne, He's going to give power to the elect men of Israel to judge the earth, judge the nations in righteousness. This is 1 Corinthians 6:2. Do ye not know that the saints shall judge the world? And that's a big task. Even with these wicked, worthless judges of today, you say, yes, Your Honor, no, Your Honor. But we will truly be honorable in the times that are to come, because we would have known what it felt like to be betrayed and to be lied on and stolen from, and all kinds of wrongdoing done to us. We would know how it feels, so that when it comes to pronouncing judgment on the heathen, it would have the result of reducing sin, reducing wickedness, as it were. Unlike the current legal system with these satanic pedophile Edomites that seeks only to increase wickedness. You check it out, and you could just buy your way out of a prison cell or buy your way out of a sentence, whatever it may be. This concept of bail. Everyone accepts this concept of bail, which is just a bribe for the judge and the court. Just a bribe. But yet, everybody, thinks that it's such a righteous thing. What about the poor man who is innocent, that can't afford the bail? He got to sit down in jail until whenever the court has a chance to deal with him. And whenever they get around to it, they find out he's innocent and they just let him go after his life is destroyed. And we could go on and on and on about the failures of this wicked world that we live in and the satanic so-called justice system. But all of that is going to come to an end. That's one of the reasons why we have to go through what we're going through. That's one of the reasons why Satan was created, to help us to get to that point. To help us to understand what disobedience to the Most High means, so that we can finally appreciate righteousness. Okay? So Satan is needed. The Most High didn't make nothing that is not necessary. You understand? Because the Most High created light and darkness. Isaiah 45:7. Created good and evil. All of these things are under His domain. And He's preparing us for rulership and dominion over the nations. Alright? And we're going to have superior powers over the nations. Revelation 2:26. So what the Most High is doing, so you understand, is He is perfecting His saints through multiple incarnations by allowing us to find out about good and evil. You see that? And by developing our character to a state of perfection, so that when He gives us the power that He has promised to us, we will know how to handle it, man. It's as simple as that. This is nothing hard. So that is why the Most High can't just kill Satan. Okay? So, Yahawah willing, this has been edifying, relevant unto salvation for the hopeful elect, giving all praises, glory, and honor to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rakah, Kodash. Double honor to the apostles, elders, and bishops of GMS. Salutations to my fellow laborers, and shalom to the saints.